Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, two NFC clubs going head-to-head as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here come the Lions now. Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Quick throw complete to Reynolds. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Goff. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
No tap about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball is going to be caught.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Goff. That is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Back deep for the Bucs is Devin Tompkins. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Throwing again is Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Here's Goff. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And Nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Lions are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a third-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Mayfield on play action. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Finding Otton once more. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now back to the ground game with White. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Derek Barnes in on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Brought down at the 20.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Mayfield now on second down. This is caught by Evans. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up first and goal.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Keyshawn Vaughn taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Gall. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Devin Tompkins deep to return it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Play fake. Mayfield. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. There's Charles Harris getting home for the sack. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
This is certainly not what this offense wants to see. That's Chris Godwin shaken up following that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. First down, here's White. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Opting to run again here with White. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. White running to the left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone complete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
Mayfield to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Another shot now for this Lions offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Jack Fox now gets set to punt. And we'll see what he can do on the return. We'll go with a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete to Otten. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on it.
Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Vaughn will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. Vaughn again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans from 6 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd and 9 here. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll get that out to the flat to White. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Going right side is White. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2 loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He is putting on a show in this 2nd quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Mayfield on 1st down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Tried to create a little bit of that hocus-pocus with some magic, but the defense, not impressed at all. They don't lose contain on this very dangerous runner, and they get a big stop.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On the handoff, this is White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Lions will take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Back to throw, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Touchdown! Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, it's gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's right. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here's Jack Fox on to punt. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Jack Campbell, a first-round pick there on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it, and to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Right back to Chris Godwin. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Running out of the gun with White. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 102 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They go right back to White here on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We're scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 18. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He can back up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Goff. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. But look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
He was brought down by Shaq Barrett. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bucs 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First down. Here's the run to Montgomery. Levante David in on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Goff now looking to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta. Called a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Patterson's kick is good, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Playmaker, step up right there. Don't let up. Let's go, y'all. Get those boys. Get it on right now. Yeah, go right now. Let's go do this thing, baby.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 24. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Khalif Raymond now. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And Detroit getting set to go now. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Coming in to put a lick on him was Levante David.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Goff. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up the screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
It's complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Goff now to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Mitchell. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They'll go up the middle with White. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Down, here's White. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay there.
And not in any rush offensively. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Just get it in the pocket. Come on, be patient.
Mayfield on play action. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at about the 28. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out now come the Lions.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news.
Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. White, he'll try the left side. Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down. They stay on the ground with White. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 27.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. After the interception, here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, Montgomery. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 78 yards on the ground so far for Montgomery. It's a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Third and 3. Here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Goff's throw into the hands of Reynolds here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and a yard.
Now Goff.
Open man downfield is Reynolds.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 33 yards that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Hard to believe his first catch of the game. Defensively, they bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Montgomery diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Goff looking to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
18.
go. Hold them out. Y'all got time. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Hey, let's go. That's right, baby. Play it to the whistle. Come on, boy. Let's ride. I got you, baby. Let's go, man. Let's do what we do every day. That's right. Come on, baby. What's up? This is your game, baby. Leave it all out here. Leave it all out here. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, fellas.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Opting to run again here with White, and he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down by 16. 1:50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. And that's caught by Williams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it 1 bite at a time. Okay. That's the way they've got to play this. One play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye.
Yeah.
1 bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Again, Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Out of the gun, Goff. And that's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Now Goff. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throw left side to Reynolds. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So it's a win for the Bucs here. And it was thanks in large part to the play of that CD, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.